Hello, I am hopping on with a Halloween share. What? Let's go. You guys know I love Halloween so much, and I have been working with the new KSCRAFT dies. This is the July release, and you can find these on AliExpress, and they will be on Amazon shortly. These dies were sent to me for free as part of the design team, and I have been creating some fun little projects to share with you. So I'll leave the link to all the dies in the description box below, and let's dive in. Okay, so first up, I have the Halloween Shadow Words die set. And this is a fun set because it's like sentiments, or yeah, more like sentiments rather than words, like phrases, kind of. So this one says, "Happy haunting." And if you've got it, haunt it. Witch, please. Creep it real. Trick or treat. And then there's also one that says, "If the broom fits, fly it," that I used on a project I'll share with you in just a second. So these are super cute little sentiment sets, and they're great for your projects. I just cut mine out of solid cardstock, and then I used a white gel pen to put some little highlights on them. That's just usually how I kind of do it. So really, really fun set there. I am using the Paige Evans Tricks and Treats collection from last year on my projects today. I made a couple projects with it last year, but I didn't really get to play around with it much, so I wanted to definitely do some things with it this year. Okay, so the next project I have to share is, let me see, is the Halloween lollipop set. So this makes 4 different lollipops. These would also make really good cupcake toppers. So I think you could do either one. These are the lollipops that I made. So stinking cute. Just so cute. I did pop them up on foam, like the actual top part. Just some foam tape that I had in my stash. You could cut them out of foam. I just didn't have the right colors of the thinner foam to cut them out, so I just used foam tape, and I think they turned out really cute. Again, these would be cute. Like, you could put these in cupcakes as a cupcake topper, or you can just tuck them in your projects. I did put some little bows on them, and I just think they are so, so sweet. And then, of course, you can use the little images at the top by themselves. You don't have to put them on the stick, but they are really cute, and they did come together very easily. So there is that. All right, then we have the Witch Bows set, and this set comes with 2 different sized bows. I used the large one for my project, and I created these little clothespins to clip on like swaps or projects or bag toppers. And mine all look the same. I did the purple hat and the little bow out of the pattern paper, and then I had these little skull cabochons in my stash. And this little like black greenery here, that is a Martha Stewart punch. A really old one that I have in my stash. I like to pull it out for Christmas and Halloween because it seems to, you know, fit well with those holidays. And then again, I just used my gel pen. I did back this up on 110-pound cardstock, so it's really sturdy, and you can just clip it onto something. Very, very fun. So like, you know, if this was my project or whatever, you just clip it on up there. Very cute. So I made 3 of those, and I just love how they turned out. They are so adorable. Okay, so there's the bow. Next up, I have the Ghost Pumpkins set, and this set makes 4 different pumpkins, 2 different styles. There's like 2 large and 2 smaller ones, and so I made some pumpkins out of this. So one of the styles is this style here. So this is the larger one, and this is the smaller one. These came together so fast. I also glued them together to create a stacked pumpkin, and I think that turned out really cute. I love the look of that. You could use this on, you know, a project. Really cute. And then the other style of pumpkin is kind of a longer one, like this. And I put some flowers at the tops of these. So these are little handmade flowers that were gifted to me. and I just glued them on the top and then use that little branch punch again. And then my white gel pen. So these are the large ones. And then these are the smaller ones. So, and I did do a little inking at the bottom on the orange part, just to give it some dimension. So yeah, that is a really, really fun little die set for sure. Very cute. You can have a lot of fun with that. There we go. Super cute. Love it. Okay. So the next thing I created was this candy bar wrapper die. So I used that. And you guys, this is so stinking cute. I don't have a candy bar to put in it, but you could put anything in this. It doesn't have to be a candy bar. It's just sized to fit like one of the larger, thicker candy bars. But I love this die so much. It's the cutest thing ever. And it was so easy to put together. If you had to make a bunch of these for like a swap or trick-or-treaters or class party or teacher gifts or church gifts, neighborhood gifts, whatever you have to do, this would be a great die to use because it does go together very, very quickly. So I just cut it out of 110-pound cardstock, lined it with pattern paper. It does come with the 2 stitch circles. So I cut those out back here in the background out of my pattern paper and just pop them up on foam. And then I used this little mini rosette, which was gifted to me, or maybe, yeah, I think it was gifted to me. And it's like a mini sized one that just fit perfectly inside that circle. Punched a little circle here, used a piece of ephemera, added a couple little handmade flowers, again, that were gifted to me. And then I put these little layered sequins on here, which is, of course, totally inspired by Cher Crane. And then I've got the foam sticker from the collection. And then I put this little spider here, and I gave him some little rhinestone eyes that I glued on him. And then on the side, I just put like a little tassel and a couple of beads, just to have something fun hanging off the side. But yeah, really, really cute. This is a good size. It is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 3/4 tall and 2.5 inches wide. So it's a good size and it's really cute. I'll have to play around with the size to see what else you could put in here besides a candy bar, but I think you could definitely fit a lot of different kinds of things in here. So it's really, really cute though. I just love this die so much. Definitely going to be seeing a bunch of these from me. Okay, the last thing that I created is the Coffin tag loaded pockets. You guys, this is also a super fun, quick and easy die set to put together. So this is where I use that other sentiment back here in the back. This right here is so stinking cute. So the hole at the top, you know, where you would have, it's supposed to be like a tag. So where you would have the hole, it's shaped like a bat. And then there's a little like hole reinforcer in the shape of a bat put on there. What? So cute. And then of course you have your pocket here, and it's like kind of a jaggedy edge. I did stitch around with my sewing machine. Go me, look at that. It's not perfect, but it works. It's so cute. And then down here on this layer is the spider webs. So cute again. Did a little more stitching. I used some ephemera from the collection. This is a shaker, but it doesn't shake. It's in there very snug. It's not going anywhere. But again, just use some of the ephemera. I have some more of those little sequins. This is the other pumpkin that I created. And I did want to share kind of what it looks like. If you put colors, like insert colors. So like this one, instead of letting the orange shine through on the eyes and the nose, I put the black in there, you know, just paper pieced it in there, and it just gives it like a little bit of a different look, but I like both ways. I think they're both cute. But yeah, super fun. And so this is a really fun, like double loaded pocket. You can put stuff up here, you can put stuff down here, and then I just have some little charms hanging off there. But yeah, I think this is so cute. Really cute. It's the shape of a coffin and it is adorable. So yeah, you can fit like your little embellishments or projects or goodies or candy or whatever you want to put in here. It will be ready to go. But yeah, it's a great embellishment too. And this thing is, let me see here. from the widest point to the widest point, it is about 4 3/4 inches wide, and tall it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 inches tall. So it's a good size. Really, really cute. Love this so much. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll link everything. Like I said, it's just available right now on AliExpress, but probably in the next week or so, I would guess it'll probably be on Amazon, and then you can snag it there as well. So, I think that's it. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.